Okay, year two for you. How you feeling going into this? Where you feeling with the team and all that?
I feel incredible. I feel like I made a lot of improvements this offseason. Obviously, we put so many people in place. I feel like we're in a position to make a really good run.
And offensively, you guys just keep adding, like you said, you guys keep adding weapons. Another year. I mean, what does that offense look like to you in your mind in this next year?
Scary. I feel like we have weapons all over the place. We got an offensive line that we can protect. We can run the ball. Like, I feel like we're really set to do some crazy stuff.
You really helped anchor down this offensive line that kind of struggled for a little bit. How much pride did you take in that, and where do you see the line going this year?
A ton, and it's only going to go up. You know, we got another year together as a group. We got a new coach, and we're all kind of been spending the whole offseason here just getting right with each other. And then, you know, with Zion coming in, I think we're ready to make, you know, serious waves. So.
And you talked about the offensive line as a group, but how about for yourself? I mean, what improvements do you think you made over the offseason to come into your next season?
A lot of it's just technique, you know, cleaning up some inconsistencies I saw. I know I looked at the film and I saw some areas I could improve as far as just like my technique, my consistency, some mobility stuff. So I've just really been working on fixing those things and so I can be more consistent.
Obviously, last year didn't end the way you guys wanted to, right? Kind of a bitter taste in your mouth. Do you guys use that as motivation for this year, or is it, hey, we're over it and we're moving on?
I see it as we're over and we're moving on. We all know what we're capable of, and so lingering on that's not going to do anything for us, but as long as we can keep pushing and focus on the future, there's no limit to what we can do.
And then we already talked about expectations as a group and then for yourself, but I mean, an expectation as a whole for this team, you know, offensively and defensively, what does that look like for you?
It's dominance, you know, execution of our plans we create. We have great coaches that put together great plans, and you know, we as players know we can execute those things. So I see us as a group that's able to, you know, set out and do what we accomplish what we set out to do, you know.
I know you guys don't worry too much about other teams, other people, but the AFC West just, I mean, absolutely stacked this offseason. How much pride and how much fun is it going to be to go out there and play teams with Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes every other week?
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, it's what you want. When you come to the NFL to compete with the best and to have the opportunity to do that in your own division, it's amazing. Like you see, just as far as O-line, how many great edges came to the AFC, great defensive linemen. Like, it's going to be a blast this season.
And that's all I wanted to ask was about just in the AFC, those edge rushers are going to be something different. I mean, how much of a challenge or how excited are you to go up against those kind of guys in that kind of head-to-head competition?
It's definitely a huge challenge, and it's something that you can't take lightly at all or else you'll get exposed. But I really look forward to it. You know, that's just love of the game. You know, you want to compete against the best, and I feel like we have the best.
Have you been able to notice for Coach Staley kind of his growth from year one? And I know year two's not started yet, but for him, kind of where has he grown and what have you seen with that?
Yeah, he's grown a lot. You know, we had a team meeting the other day, and he was like, you know, I'm a completely different coach, and I felt the same way as a player. I could relate to that. So it's really cool to see that he, you know, he sees it as like a growing thing. You know, no one's ever complacent, and I think that's really cool because, you know, there's some coaches who would maybe say like, oh, it's not my fault, whatever. Like around here, like everyone shares. Like if we know we can be better, then everyone shares that. It's not like someone pointing fingers, and I really respect that about Staley.
And that growth, is that more of X's and O's that you see for Staley, or is it more of a mentality and just, or overall just understanding how to coach you guys a little better?
I think it's both. You know, maybe some X's and O's stuff, but also just different ways to coach, different ways to implement things, and yeah, it's really exciting.